Hey guys, welcome to this new version of the Great Awakening updates. Oh, let's see what to tell you, Okay, so this could be a little bit long, but we've got timestamps underneath this video, like almost all of my videos. So if you want to skip to a particular section, then just look in the description of this video and you can just skip to the part that you want to look at. So the video is long, but it's broken up into parts if you need it. So the first few things that I want to go through are, I'm just going to take it by category and I'm just going to feel into it like I used to do with my messages from spirit, and just see whatever I get. And then I'm going to do like a rapid fire. And I got the rapid fire questions from the world questions chat that I have on Telegram. And yeah, you could find me on Telegram. Just look at the links beneath the video and we'll have that there. If you need to ask for the direct link to the world questions, just ask somebody in either my channel or my other chat or whatever I've got going on over there on Telegram. Just say something to somebody and it'll come to my attention and I'll give you that link. Okay, but I think that almost on everything is the link already. So just look for it. It's there. I just posted it a few days ago. So anyway, oh, and I wanted to show you this. This is so funny. Professional conspiracy theorist, I'll be there for you. That's funny. Okay, so let's take a look at our health first. Affected body parts, health issues, energy levels, anything that you need to know of in terms of, for the month of July, what's going to be going on with your health. Shane, I actually just saw coughing, like dry coughing, and sneezing, but more having to do with allergies. Sayla annotation. I see like elbows being affected as part of the ascension. What other ascension symptoms? They said the sneezing is actually part of the ascension as well. And I'm seeing like the nasal cavity area like being revamped. And any other adjustments for the ascension? Okay. Yeah, something having to do with our throats getting upgraded and I feel like our chests and our throats getting upgrades and nasal all the way through here. So right about through here is going to be affected in July. And for some people, like their tailbone is getting corrected also. I don't know why that would be related somehow, but it feels like tailbone issues will be being corrected. Is there anything there that's going to feel painful or anything like that? Yes. What is going to feel? Hips feel a little bit off. And then some symptoms in those areas that I already mentioned, and the elbows, shoulders are being corrected. Is it left or right or both? Both. Okay. Depending on the individual. We're just getting tweaked. We're getting ready for the ascension and we're just getting tweaked. So don't be alarmed if you have all kinds of symptoms and things. Just do your qigong and just flood the energy, let it flow through you and correct those issues. Any other health related issues that are going to be going on? Any kind of like scares or anything like that? Yes. New type of flu type of thing. It's going to feel like dummied down. It's not going to feel as like fearful as what we've had before. It's going to be kind of like it's flattening out, I guess you could say. It's kind of flatlining the whole subject. So I feel like it's really on the decline, coming up with new things to call things and whatnot. Anything else that we need to be aware of in regards to our health? I see like just eating healthier, staying away from nefarious things. We've been saying that for a long time now. Having smaller meals, even things like that. Okay. Hang on just a second. Okay, so any other health related? Yes. Something about coughing, and I see like a substance being coughed, like a dust. Is it asbestos? There might be an issue with asbestos at some point in July, like some kind of an issue coming up with that. Clearing out things like that are like permanently toxic that you can't remove from homes or something. Oh, it's going to be a way of bringing in new ways to build homes like hempcrete and stuff like that. So it's a way to show people, kind of awaken them to that level of stuff that was going on with it, all the toxic stuff they were putting in our homes and things. So like, yeah, just all it is at this point is just kind of keep bringing things to our attention to try to say, hello, this bad thing was going on and you guys didn't know or recognize or pay attention or care. So, yeah. Okay. So the next subject is issues, energy levels. How are the low? They said our energy levels will be low because we are adjusting. It also feels like as part of when we have a higher vibration that we're trying to achieve, let's say you have a Qigong master who can walk through walls and he's like super incredible and he does an audio. If you're listening to that audio and you're not of the same vibrational level, you're going to fall asleep. You're going to get really, really tired or fall asleep. So I feel like a lot of you who've been really, really tired and taxed and just, a lot of that has to do with, or they just said sleep patterns being disrupted as well, has to do with the planet, like it's raising its vibration. So you're just having to adjust, but they are saying that that's going to be caught up in August. It feels like August, there's a lot of that is going to, just like in Qigong, how it flushes out all the blockages in your system. That's kind of what's happening right now to us. Our bodies are getting tweaked and the blockages are getting flushed out so that we can operate at full capacity. I feel like by August, we should feel some of this, some of the heaviness, the density lifting. Okay. So financial, is there anything that we need to know? Oh, they just said crash. Something's going to crash in July. Is it the stock market and it's something international? I feel like whatever it was, the international thing maybe already happened. Is something else how about gold, silver? Oh, they did say, I think we're mentioning it in the question. So I'll just leave it for that. Anything having to do with our banks. I heard that some of the banks may take people's money. I get yes. Will they get the money back? Yes. Okay, so is Nasara, Jasara, RV, all that kind of stuff, is any of that, is the RV going to happen soon? Yes. Is it going to happen in July? Yes. Now we've thought that before though, and our anticipation sometimes puts things off into the future. So just keep that in mind. It's not that it's not going to happen. It's inevitable that it's going to happen. It's just a matter of our energy and some behind the scenes things that need tweaking. Nothing nefarious. They just said nothing nefarious going on. It's just that it's, yeah, there's a lot to consider and a lot of moving parts to make that thing happen. Nasara Jasara is already in effect. You guys should know that. It's just a matter of like the revaluation and, certain countries doing certain things to line up with that, and all that needs to happen. And, the ducks getting in a row, getting all knocked over, all the dominoes need to fall in a particular way. So we're getting there, and it looks like it could happen in July. Okay. Any warnings with finances? I just saw money being put in your pocket. So I think they're saying that you guys should like cash, get cash on you. Yeah, they're saying yes. have enough to pay for your bills for the next two months or something like that, if you can. And then after that, just take all the cash out of there. You can always put it back before your bills are due, but in case of an emergency, you want all of that out. Okay. Oh, yeah. We're going to mention that later. Okay. So work or career. I just saw the word entrepreneur, independent entrepreneur, PMA, which is a private membership association. Thefreedompeople.org, I think. They have a way of shaping your entrepreneur business into a PMA, which takes the corrupt people out of the picture completely. So if you want to, you can schedule a time to talk to them to see if your business actually, works with their model, or like is relevant, or a good fit, and they'll interview you and talk to you about all that and help you figure that out. And if it does fit, then if it's a good match, then they will also help you, help you do everything you need to do to get that process going. Just another way that we can take back our sovereignty that we already have. We just need to, squeeze these other guys out of the picture. So, anything else having to do with career? Yeah, they're just saying more people are aligning with their life purpose, and a lot of people are becoming more entrepreneur minded, and they're saying that's perfect. That's what they want everybody to do, is gravitate toward what really makes them happy, and to not go to jobs that are 3D jobs, anything that a lot of people are going to lose their jobs too, because they're working for nefarious companies. But there are a lot of humanitarian projects that are starting up too, that they can switch over to something that's much more like passion driven, which will be awesome. So everyone's getting more and more and more in their heart space, and more into in their authenticity. So awesome. Anything else with this? They just said baby with the bathwater. Like, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, I guess, in some instances. I don't know. For some of you, that would apply, I guess. If that makes sense to you for the business that you're doing, it's just like, just because that aspect didn't work before, it's time to. Here's an angel. I was gonna say try again. Like yeah, that's what the angel just said too. Try again. Try. A lot of you gave up prematurely, gave up too quickly on your dreams, and they're saying don't do that. You're being called to that dream for a reason. It's because it's going to be very fulfilling for you. And when you're doing something that's fulfilling for you, it's going to, fulfill other people and satisfy other people too. It's like when everybody aligns with their heart space and they do what really draws them and makes them happy, it just pours over into everything and everybody. So they're trying to focus everybody on being more in their heart space at this time. Okay. Love. What's going on with love? What's going on with love this month of July, please? So I'm going to do like a true love spread that I would do even in my my Ask Amy Q&As. If you go to amysatori.com, put in Ask Amy, then you can check it out. How to ask a question. But you can do the true love spread as your question. Okay, so the collective for true love in July. Ooh, interesting. Okay. So somebody could be very much missing you and planning on breaking up with somebody so that things can go very, very fast with you. And I just heard, they're not going to skip a beat. They're not going to skip a beat. It's like they're going to go right from one relationship right into another one, because they've been ready for this for like a really long time. And they have to rectify a mistake that they've made. So it could be a surprise how fast this goes. it's the end of a difficult period that seems like it went on forever. And it may even feel like the karmic situation that they got involved in even felt like forever. And they're finally going to like put the, they're going to close the coffin on it. I mean, it's going to be dead. Like, just like, I'm seeing like darkness to light. Like the darkness has been closed and buried. And now it's like a sunny, bright, sunny day with blue skies and chirping birds. Now, some of this also, I feel like is speaking about the military coming out. So this may be, it could be your person being in the military, being involved in that, or being involved with the white hats, or maybe they're just relieved. They could be relieved that the heartbreak is over that we've been going through. And it makes them want to plan on healing things with you very quickly. They may rush in for some healing. And I just got sexual healing. Yeah, they've been missing you and hiding long enough. And it's like divine intervention gives them that opportunity to come rushing in. And it may or may not involve the military and or Mr. T. They're trying to get up the strength to come like build rapport with you again and like form that bond again and then go forward into a happy family. They've walked away from in July. Okay. Disillusionment, denial, them kind of peeking at you or being kind of childlike, the way that they're kind of looking at you and keeping you at a distance and kind of just being nervous about you. It feels like they're coming into their power more and they're setting better boundaries with people and walking away from people that aren't good for them. They're healing themselves that way too. And this definitely making them want to go to the next level with you and maybe even move in with you. So that's the divine masculine report for the divine feminines, because I mean, the feminines, they don't need reporting on because the masculines usually know exactly where they're at because they spy on them and they already know how they feel. So it's kind of unfair that way with true love. If you want to know more about how that works, then just go to my playlist all about true love. There's also something about the masculines feeling safer, that they're not going to be heartbroken. So maybe they've gotten some reassurances from their feminine, that it's okay, that they're forgiven, that it's going to go better than they think if they do approach. It's safe to make amends. So I'm going to pull some masculine cards as well, if I can find them. If I can find them. Okay. So as the collective of divine masculines, how are they feeling towards their feminines, please? What is a message they want to give to their feminines this month of July? I'm watching all you do and say publicly, maybe driving by you, asking folks about you, or finding anything out I can any way that I can. I just don't want you going anywhere and I want to stay apprised. Yep, sounds like them. Turns out you were right and my ego is bruised, but I ultimately want you in my life more than I want to be right. I just have to swallow my pride a minute, as I'm not used to this feeling. Bet I get used to it. It's time to start listening to your divine feminines, masculines. They know what they're doing. They know they're not always right, but you know, they have a pretty good sense about things, looking out for you. I've been lying to you or hiding from you out of fear or to save face. However, I've pushed you away. Just know that it was a lie and I feel terrible. I will get honest with you at a future date. So, okay, so it looks like if they were living kind of a double life, it looks like they're putting that to an end. They've been spying on you long enough and they're just, they know that they have to live in their authenticity now. And they know that you were trying to encourage them to do that in the first place. And they're maybe just now listening to you and they're admitting that when they pushed you away, it was a lie. I don't care what others think of us. We're perfect for each other. And that's all that matters. So they've also maybe overcome some people pleasing. I'm still trying to get over my ex and related wounds. Please give me space while I heal. and know that once I lick my wounds, I can come to you properly healed. So if he's pulled back away from you, yet you know that he's broken up with someone, give him lots and lots of space to go through that. Just, let him properly heal, because you want him to come to you feeling good about himself and feeling confident. And if he's just gotten over a breakup, he's got a lot to think over. I want to call or visit so badly, but I have so much to do right now before I feel like I can give you the time and attention you deserve. But I'll work you up on my list of priorities. That's a promise. So, just always comes back to feminines for you to deal with your insecurities and fears that arise, just like with everything in life. Examine your triggers, do Byron Katie's work on it, or thank you God for my misery exercise, or whatever you feel. All the most frequently watched videos that I refer to a lot are on amysatori.com/videos if you want to check that out. My love, I have unwavering faith in us. In fact, I've never believed in something like I believe in us. So please hold the space for this while I figure out how we can best have this new beginning in life together. Awesome. Yeah, one thing he's got to work on right now, and especially after this breakup, is that he or she is afraid to let you down once you get to know them, and they don't want to disappoint you. So they're avoiding you while they heal that. So, and both feminines and masculines always feel that way. That's one way that you know that it's true love, is because both people feel like, I'm unworthy. I can't, just wait till you know me. Just wait till I make noises with my body, or just wait till, till you see my body naked, or just wait until, I do this wrong thing, or I do this bad thing, or I have a bad habit, or, they're sure that you've convinced yourself that they're, somebody like, whoa, and they're not. They're like, wait till you see that I'm a human being with an ego, and I get mad, and I get jealous, and I get all that stuff. And it's like, they don't, everybody who's feeling that way, which is everybody who's in a true love connection, knows that, or should know that that's just, everybody's going to go through that. Everybody's going to go through that. And it's just not true. That this person would love you no matter what you ever did, practically. I mean, it would be pretty darn hard to shake off a true love. So they are the last person on the planet that are going to judge you. They're going to get you better than anybody has ever in your life. Okay. I just glanced down at housing, which is the next subject. Housing. So I feel like some kind of a crash in the housing market, or going down really, like they steady decline, quick and steady decline. It could like even bottom out by August. It could be really fast. So if you guys are thinking of sell your homes, I would do it right now, or do it later, like in a couple of years or something. But this is your opportunity to sell now. Because it's about to go down. It's about to go down. Anything else that we need to know about how, like lots of relocating, and lots of different housing arrangements, roommates type situations. If you're going to get a roommate, make sure that they're of like mind. Make sure that they, both of you have similar, we are at this time, we're just coming together with like-minded people, right? In every area. I mean, it could be workplace, or people you live with, or somebody you're married to, or someone you're having sex with. It's like, make sure that everybody is of like mind. It's important that we go through this sifting time right now. And it's just more for the feeling of support. Everything is about our vibration right now. So nobody needs to be in any situation that doesn't feel authentic for them, and also that causes them a lot of stress. I mean, the kind of stress that's like caused by negativity and people just being negative. So if you're a positive person, or you're trying to be a positive person, don't go to a workplace where they're not positive, and don't have a partner who's not positive, and don't have a spouse that's not positive. It's like, it's time to reassess everything in our lives, every aspect of our lives. And even if you have to do like a trial separation, or just go see what it's like to be in another environment that doesn't have those negative people in it and see how much better it feels. Because we have to raise our vibration right now, no matter what. It is the number one first priority, period. If somebody's going to drag you down into a bunch of drama or drag you down into a depression with them, or they're going to be way too like, I don't know, anything that feels like it's going to really bog you down, pull you down, suck you dry, any kind of energy vampires. This is not the time, unless you feel like you can make some kind of a breakthrough with the person, like you guys can sift it out and they're mature enough to actually go through growth spurts with you and go, wow, that's incredible. Look what we just learned. That don't even have anything to do with them. It just feels like you need to just raise your vibration however you need to, whether you need to go to a mountaintop or you need to have some serious boundaries in place or whatever, but do everything and anything you can to have a high vibration. Well, that's why it's also good if you're stuck in a situation that you feel you can't get out of, that's a negative situation. The best thing that you can do is meditate and qigong and stay present in the moment. Okay. If you're absolutely completely stuck, then those are some things that can really help you boost your chi and still help you lift your vibration. Do Byron Katie's work on it, do the self-inquiry process with it so that you can let stuff go that triggers you, sort through it on your own. Okay, so anything else about housing? I see a lot of people like in campers and just being mobile, able to move. I feel like just open up the options, open up your mind to what's possible, I guess. But just make sure that you're around people who are supportive of what you believe in. Okay. Galactic, any galactic things. I feel like, wow, what is that? I just saw like all these, like, I don't know if you'd call them star fleets or something, but I saw all these like ET beings all come to like collaborate together, all these different types of beings all coming together to like, it's almost like when you're lifting weights and you've got somebody who spots you, it would be like 10 people rush around you to be like this, like, oh, let's not make sure that he or she doesn't drop this. So it feels like we're going to be spotted majorly in July. I don't know what's going to happen, that they're like on the edge of their seat kind of, but they're ready to step in. It feels like they're poised and ready to federation, some kind of a federation just jumped in my head. I see a bunch of like, it looks like comets. I don't know. I don't think it is. I don't think any comets are headed at us, but it looks like that. So it's kind of like Eight of Wands energy where like all this, is it beneficial? It's beneficial. So I feel like they're sending beneficial shots of energy down here. They're almost like little mini solar flares, right? Yeah. Remember how we were talking about in the Q&A, we talked something about like how the solar flashes, some of them were they're saying yes. The solar flashes, for some people, it's actually going to be on an individual basis, like lightning hitting somebody. And if you've seen the Netflix show, God's Favorite Idiot, I think is what it's called. It's really cute. He was hit by lightning in the first scene, and it made him like step into his calling. So I think it'll be like that for some people. And then the other people, it's just going to be like this big solar flash that affects everybody across the board. But it's going to be like instant enlightenment for some people, like lightning. They said like me. Oh my gosh. Okay, so if any of you who've experienced like being one with God before, like if you've been in the higher levels of 5D like I have, you may just immediately shift into enlightenment. Wow, that's cool. Thank you. They're like, we are a safety net for you. We're holding you like this. You guys are safe. You guys are okay. I feel like grabbing a messages from spirit on this. All right. So this is what the ETs have to say about this. We wish you could see you like we see you. You're breathtaking from here. So they love what they're seeing. They love how you guys are standing up for yourselves, for like scrambling around, doing all that you can to become sovereign, speaking to anybody that you can, like everything that you're doing that I guess exhibits bravery, courage, and things like that. They're like applauding. I see applauding. Affirm through visualization, belief, and saying it out loud that you have all that you need and it will appear in your reality. Doubt is the only thing that can slow its arrival. So believe and know that it's coming. Visualize it, affirm it, whatever you can, but don't doubt it. Just know, treat it as if it's fact. Someone needs a bit of tough love if you're to love yourself and live life like you want. So they're saying there's nothing wrong with setting good, healthy boundaries with people who are toxic in your life. Cut them off. I just saw cut them off, because you're being pulled down and you need to pop up and be a buoy. So free yourself. As soon as you can, they just said, as soon as you can, it's important. If you had any idea how protected you are, you wouldn't spend another wasted moment on worry. Wow. So they really got us, you guys. Whoever or whatever you've been thinking of, you should take some sort of action on it. So if you get inspired to take action on something or towards somebody, or we were just doing the love reading, so it could be, expressing your love to somebody, or it could be like starting that business, or could be moving to that place. But whatever you've been inspired to do, like it feels like an inspiration pulling you, but you make excuses for not doing it, whatever that is, do that. Wow. Same one. We wish you could see you like we see you. You're breathtaking from here. They want you to remember just how loved you are. Be conscious of your breath and sensations in your body more often. Splitting your attention between your body and the material world increases your peace, vitality, and intuitive abilities. Okay, and don't take anything personally. People are only projecting onto you what they think about themselves. So always remember that it's never about you. If somebody says anything bad about you, it's never, ever about you. If they say you're a bad dresser, no, you're not. They are, or they're subconscious about how they dress and they don't think they look good enough if they don't have certain clothing on. So, or if they say that you're an idiot, something like that, then they feel like they're an idiot, or they wouldn't be loved if they were an idiot. So they're not loving themselves and they're just projecting onto you. So just make sure in these times that you don't take things personally and you just laugh it off and you just know that it's them that has a problem with themselves. It's got nothing to do with you. Okay. Blockages that need addressing during July, please. Blockages that need addressing. I feel like anger needs addressing. Some people have like repressed anger. So if you find yourself snapping at somebody or things or people or animals or whatever, if you feel yourself kind of agitated and mad or angry or frustrated is a minor form of fear or anger, it is fear too. But they want you to be actively doing the deeper healing on these things and like pulling it up, and especially anger, rage, and things like that. Stop judging yourself. And just heal it. Make peace with, validate yourself. It's okay to be angry sometimes. Of course you would be angry in those circumstances. Of course you would. The only reason you even have to argue it or get angry at it is because you don't feel validated. So just validate yourself, just be that friend that you need that isn't being there for you, and just be that voice of, I would have been pissed off if that happened too, of course. Oh, when you take the judgment off of it and you just accept things how they are, then it's so much easier for you to let go of those feelings. That the only reason that you get that anything is off the charts in any way, like you're way over people pleasing or way angry or way emotional or crying or whatever it is because you should on it. So just don't should on anything. Just put your hand on your heart and say, I love you, even when you're like that. I love you, especially when you're mad, because good for you. You're getting it out. I love you, even when you swear. Good. Get it out. Get it out. I love you, even when you cry your eyes out all the time and you sound like a little baby. I love babies. Good for you. I love you. Of course you would do that. Validate those feelings constantly. Be there for yourself. Upcoming. Are there any other blockages? Yes. Throwing up. Some of you might be throwing up to purge some stuff to get blockages out. They just showed me Ganesh. Ganesh is the removes obstacles. I just forgot he removes obstacles, but he's also about abundance, like abundance pouring in. Some of you may throw up from too much abundance coming in. So, so you may have some really incredible things happen for you, but you might throw up because it's hard for you to digest. But it's, so they're saying, again, love yourself. It's okay. It's all right. It's okay to throw up because you're so happy. It's okay to get stressed out and have to take some Mintran or something by standard process, something that just kind of chills you out. It's okay. Validate everything that you do that you would normally deem negative or something like that. Just love it. Love it. Any other blockages? Yes. What? Throat. That, like getting something out, saying, like, speak your piece. Don't cower. They're saying don't cower. Speak your piece. Stand up for yourself. Defend yourself, but not in a defensive way, but in a proactive, standing in your truth sort of way. Stand up for your rights. Amendment. I just saw amendment rights. Are we going to have to in July? Yeah. Yeah. And I saw people rushing, like rioting type of activity, like people rushing in somewhere and stuff like that. Like, there could be something kind of fearful going on in July, I guess. I just saw military. So, this is interesting. They go drama. Maybe that's why everybody's like, all the ETs are like leaning forward, kind of spotting us, is because there's going to be a lot of like chaos. Yes. Drama. Yeah. Just, anything else we need to know about that? Any other blockages? Yes. What other blockages? Something having to do with water. Is it they're drinking too much water? They're not drinking enough water? They're having to do with maybe sitting in water or being in water, baptism. I mean, I'm getting a yes on all that, but balancing out emotions, upheaval of emotions, typhoon, tidal wave of emotions. Very, it feels like extremes, maybe very, very good and very, very bad feelings in July, going into August even. And I just saw a turtle ducked in its shell. So they're like, no, don't duck in your shell, like come out of your shell. Care for others. Like, I guess this would be like, don't hunker down just in your house or whatever. If you see somebody in need, go help and assist, unless they're acting totally crazy. Unless they've completely lost their minds, then of course you want to kind of keep it to yourself and pray for them. Because you don't want to, if somebody's acting, yeah, I'm not going to go into that. Okay. So, upcoming, okay, any energies upcoming that we need to know about? Again, with soon, because some kind of energy is soon. Whoa, okay. What does that mean? It's not literal, no. Something, it looks like something's going to be hitting the earth that's powerful and beneficial, but it'll almost like shake like an earthquake. Are you talking about like a solar flash? Is it going to be a solar flash? Yes. Is it a solar flash everywhere? Yes. Oddly enough, though, it's not like a really solid big yes. It's kind of like yes. Oh, so this could be the lightnings and things too. Yeah. So that sounds crazy. Are we going to actually be able to see it in the sky? Yeah, some of it. Yeah. Oh, people are actually going to think some of it is a comet and stuff. Will people mistake it for comets? Yeah, some of it. Yeah. Not all will be seen. Some of it will be sonic, like a sound, like a boom. So if you hear like some booming sounds, that's actually a good thing. Like, right? Yeah. Don't worry about the booming sounds. It's just a lot of energy hitting something. Okay. And I just got CGI in my head too. So there could be some CGI stuff happening in July we need to just kind of be aware of that. No, they said fake. It's fake news. Okay, shushing. They said the white hats are in control of it, whatever it is. Not taking, so say. They just showed me like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man from Ghostbusters. Like some kind of thing that looks like it's a big monster or like an ape hanging off of a building, but it's not real. Okay. To scare people into waking up, rattle people into waking up. Okay, so I think we need to get to the rapid fire. This is going to be a session where I just go through a bunch of questions that were given to me through the World Questions group. I ask that you guys submit them like in a yes or no way so that I can rattle them off like I'm about to, because I have like over 100 questions, I think. So I'm just going to read it out loud and I'm going to just tell you what I get. And it may be just a yes or just a no, or it may be more information. So we'll just see what we get. Let me just take a drink first. Oh, gosh. Weird. They just said kind of like radiation, how radiation makes things get bigger. They just said plant life will be affected. So you might have plants that get bigger and grow bigger as a result of all the stuff that's coming to the earth. I have no idea. Interesting. Okay. Under the category of solar flash. Number one, is the solar flash event based? Is the solar flash event based? I get a yes, but I don't know what you're talking about. Whoever said that. Is it time based? Is it time based? I don't really get, it's kind of a neutral feeling on that one. Is it time based? Is a solar flash time based? No, I think it's flexible. I think it could happen any moment. And I think there's like a trigger. I feel like there's a trigger. Is it in control of the white hats in control of when the solar flash happens? Yes. Are the ETs in control of when the solar flash happens? Yes. And so they might be working together on when that happens. Divinely guided, they just said. 2, is it happening this year? Yes. 3, will the solar flash split the earth into those on the positive timeline and those going to the AI or transhumanist timeline? So is this solar flash going to split the earth into 2 different timelines like this? Like Perez talks about? Is it going to split into 2 different timelines like that? Huh, that's interesting. Will the solar flash cause a split between these 2 different timelines? It doesn't feel that cut and dry. I mean, first I got a no and then I got a yes. So I guess it will depend. And then there's all this theory coming up here with ships and stuff too that I'm going to take a look at. So they're like yes and no somehow. Will they be on this, like, will they be here at the same time on the earth at the same time either way? Yes. Interesting. How is that going to work? Are we just going to be in totally 2 different dimensions, but on the same area? Yeah. Seeing different things. Yes. Okay. So this is different than they're saying there are many ways that can happen depending on what your belief systems have been, what you've listened to through the years, and what you're manifesting. Some people are going to go to a whole new earth where it's just that pristine earth that I've talked about. Some of you are going to be here, but it's going to be like an improved earth. And then some of you are going to start getting into the AI stuff and leaning in that direction. Oh, I see pockets, people living in pockets. The AI people all gather together. The natural organic people start gathering together. Okay. So, regarding the animals on the earth, does their consciousness raise too? Do the animals' consciousness raise too? Yes, they do. Do they stay here on the earth during the big flash? Yes. Will the solar flash hurt? Will the solar flash hurt? I get like hurt is a relative phrase, like it's a relative meaning. Will this solar flash seem painful at all? To some, yeah. Some who are not prepared. Those who, what will it feel like? Some burning. I hate saying this kind of information. So some people are going to feel like they're burning. Is it the bad people or the people with the lower vibration? Yeah. People who are okay. But then it was not going to be for long. It's just going to feel like a burning for a second and then like an not evaporation, vanishing. So they'll van. I don't even want to say this. There are some of the lower vibrational people are going to disappear. Yes. And yeah, it could hurt just for a second, but not bad, like burn, like a burning, like, why am I, like when you take niacin, where you're like, whoa, why am I burning? And it'll be like that, a realization like, wow, why am I burning? Boom, they're gone. So it's not going to feel like, it's not going to be bad. They're being honest. Will the solar flash hurt people of a high vibration? Will the solar flash hurt people of a high vibration? It will give them more anxiety than it will anything because they'll be worried and it's going to be worked up in everybody's heads to think that it's going to hurt. So they may cause it to themselves. When you think like something's going to hurt really bad and then somebody touches you in that area where you think that it's going to hurt and you're just like, oh, it's like over exaggerated. It feels more like that type of thing. So in actuality, if people have a very super open mind and they don't have a preconceived notion, will it hurt? No. So it's all going to be in your head. If you are anticipating a lot of pain, then I guess it will seem like pain. Am I right? Yeah. So will there be discomfort in the body? Yeah, there will be. I see like I see like how do you describe that? I see like a body almost getting discombobulated or something, like kind of seeming like it warps or it starts to come apart. Like these pieces like start lifting off or something, like you see in the movies where somebody just starts going blub, 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 into pieces and then they go whoop, and then they materialize somewhere else, like that kind of thing. Is it anything anybody needs to worry about? No, not at all. They're saying no, 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 no. In fact, if you want to prepare best for it, do some meditations on a wonderful light coming down on you and it being the most incredible experience ever, like you being blissed out. And then you will be when it comes, right? Yeah. Yeah. So it's going to be what you think it'll be. So start thinking about it being a really great feeling and a really great thing. Okay. Well, some people will be taken onto spaceships because their bodies can't handle the flash. Will some people be taken on spaceships? Yes. Because they can't handle the flash? Yes. If yes, do they still feel the effects of the flash on the ship? If they're going to be taken because they can't handle it so this must be good people who won't be able to handle it because they're like a lower vibrational good people kind of thing. Okay, this is so confusing. Will they still feel no, they won't, because they'll go to the ship before the solar flash hits. If anyone is taken to the ships during the flash, will they be able to remember the experience? No, it's going to be wiped. Is the big solar flash ordained? Oh, wait a minute, though. Which experience? The experience of being hit by the solar flash or the experience of having been down here on Earth? Will they remember being on Earth? Yes. Okay. Is the big solar flash ordained by God? Yes. Or is it just a natural occurrence? No. Will we get to remember our soul origins after the flash? If we choose to, yes. If we're interested in knowing that, yes. Or does this occur when we get to the 5D? Yes, but to both, if you want to know. Okay. Will this solar flash heal our physical bodies? Will it heal our physical bodies? Solar flash heal our physical bodies? I get a yes, but it's interesting. Will it heal our physical body? It's like it gives us new bodies or something. It's like different than heal. Revitalize, restore. It's kind of like new bodies. Are they going to be younger bodies in some cases? Are they going to be younger bodies? Yes. And that's also some being resurrected from the dead, like we've talked about, like I've talked about for a while. After the flash, will humanity then be aware of all the corruption that has occurred? Yes. Will there be signs that the solar flash is coming or getting closer? Yes. I feel like brightness of the sky, a sky lighting up. Yeah, no matter what, whether you're getting hit by the lightning or the solar flash or whatever, it's like I feel like no matter what it is, it's going to catch your attention for a second. Will there be signs? Yes. Do children or loved ones go with those who may go on ships? Yeah, they're not going to be abandoned. Is there anyone who doesn't get to stay on Earth after the flash? Is there anyone who doesn't get to stay on the Earth after the flash? Abusers, narcissists, and things like that. Are they who are leaving behind children? Is there anyone who doesn't get to stay on the Earth? Well, see, that's all. We don't know if people are going to the pristine Earth or if they're going. Okay, so I think what you're trying to ask is, kind of like what happens to the bad guys, because you're talking about abusers and narcissists. Are the abusers and narcissists actually going to transform? Some of them, but most of them, they just said vanish. They're going to be gone. Can't hold the vibration, they said. Can't hold the vibration. Combust. Some of them are going to combust. Like that thing that we see, that internal combustion. Yes. Okay. And some of them will retreat to the ones that retreat to like the inner earth. Are they gonna are they also gonna combust or something? That, yeah, it's like there's no running from it. They just said there's no running from it, no matter where you go. Okay. Okay, so the abusers, narcissists, etc., who are leaving children behind, do their children stay? What happens to the children? What happens to the children? Do they get raised by somebody else? Yes. Actually, just weird. I just saw like orphan children being kind of cared for by gorillas. I'm not even kidding. What? Like sweet animals and stuff. Like I think that they're going to be like orphanages, and they're going to be like gorillas or apes or something that are going to help kids. Okay, that's cute. So no one abandoned. They just said nobody abandoned. No, they will not go with abusive narcissist parents because those will not exist. If they're on the negative AI timeline, though, won't we have narcissists and psychopaths and all that kind of stuff over there? Won't we have bad people or the negative people on the AI timeline? Some. Are there going to be still narcissists and abusers that are in the AI timeline? Not so much abuse as neglect. I'm feeling neglect, ignore, not having a conscience, not having compassion, kind of just being robotic, just being robots, I guess. That's interesting. All right. So will children in foster care go to a positive timeline after the flash? Yes. Will people in nursing homes decide to exit, pass on to 5D or wherever their next stage is during the flash? Yes. Do we need to prepare for a possible solar flash? Yes. Should we stock up on food or water? Yes. Anything to give us peace of mind, we should be doing. Will we have enough provisions to be an issue? Will having enough provisions be an issue? I don't know what that means. Will having enough provisions be an issue? Yes, in some cases. Do we have to be eating raw organic in order to ascend? Do we have to be eating raw or organic to ascend? It's helpful, but not necessary. Will the earth be in darkness for a few days after the flash, as in no sunlight? Yes. It feels like it's more like dawn, like in Alaska, how it never goes completely dark, but there's always like a glow to the sky. Or is there going to be electricity? Is there going to be electricity during that time? No, and it could be cold in some places. Is it safe to go up to ships during this event? Or will we be agreeing to sign our soul over to nefarious beings if we do? Is it safe to go to ships if we during this event? Is it safe to go to ships during this event? Yes. Is it nefarious? Are we signing over our soul to go to and with nefarious beings if we go that direction? If we go to a ship, are we signing on with nefarious beings to sign over our souls or anything weird stuff like that? Depends on the situation, depends on where you're going, and depends on your intention. So are there some nefarious ships that are going to be trying to get people to go their direction? It's being thwarted. Okay, so it is, for the most part, is it going to be safe to go on ships during this event? Yes. They said, but listen to your intuition. Listen to your gut. So are there some ships that are going to inadvertently get you to sign over their souls, the people's souls, to go on their ship? I don't really think that's anything to be afraid of for some reason. Okay, will the other planets in our solar system be experiencing the solar flash as well? Yes. Or does just Earth get hit? Everywhere that has negative or nefarious activity going on is going to get hit. Does the solar flash affect any non-living objects? Example, any life-saving medicine or prescriptions that someone takes. Will it be okay to take them after the flash, or will they be destroyed? So some of these things like medications, are they going to be destroyed, or are they going to be okay to take now? Okay to take now is what it feels like. Revamped, changed, transformed. Okay, if we have a UPS or uninterrupted power supply for our computers and devices, will the solar flash be able to do its job and destroy negative components? Yes. Even despite being plugged into the UPS, yes. It will still blow up the computers and get rid of the negative stuff? Yes. Will it delete pictures? Will it delete pictures? I just kind of get a neutral energy there. I don't think it will. Okay, so will EMP bags protect generators from the solar flash? Yes. Will the solar flash destroy only things that contain negative AI? Will the solar flash destroy things that contain negative AI? Will the solar flash destroy things that have negative AI? Yeah. But it destroys more things too. I feel like there's something we don't know about that it's going to also destroy, like an oops or a mistake that they didn't necessarily anticipate. Maybe some appliances get fried. Yeah, something like that. Is the solar flash, the event, and the rapture event talked about by Jetson White all the time the same thing? Is the solar flash, the event, and the rapture all the same thing? Is the solar flash, the event, and the rapture all the same thing? The solar flash, the event, the rapture, yes. Okay. Is September 3rd of this year significant? Is September 3rd significant somehow? September 3rd significant? I get a no. Neutral. Maybe for some, not for others, but not across the board. Okay, get rid of that one. Okay. I have an angel here. Just do the healing on triggers. They're saying just make that a priority to do your healing on your triggers about everything. That'll help you have peace of mind through the transition. Okay, does the population decrease in the future with so many people who had the SERUM? Will there be less babies being born to polluted partners? So does the population decrease in the future with so many people who've had the SERUM? Yes. Will there be less babies being born to polluted partners? Yes. Dr. Sam Muggsy's Quantum Shift show says that those who are in intimate relationships with C19 mRNA polluted individuals will be affected by the SERUM. Is it true? Yes. Is it going to, some of these people going to be cured? Some of the good-hearted people who were forced to take the SERUM, Are they actually going to get better after the flash? I get a yes. It's going to heal them? Yes. Heal their DNA? Yes. But nefarious people or people who are just really negative, or is it going to help them? No. Okay. If yes, what's the bad guy's plan? Bad guy's plan. So it does feel like you could be it's almost like, wait, if your partner has had the serum, it's almost like wait until the solar flash is gone or done its thing before you guys have sex or kiss or anything, is what it feels like. And I'm getting ringing again. Is this true that if we have partners that have the serum, that we should stay clear of them, or being intimate in however way, should we stay clear of people who've had the serum? Yes. Okay. When people have blood drawn for lab tests, are they being covertly injected with something nefarious? Yes. When blood is drawn and tests run, is there some sort of database collecting DNA info on us without our consent? Yeah. Will we see fluoride in toothpaste be banned? Yes. Will we be able to travel internationally this year if we haven't had the serum? Yes. Will travel be shut down again if you are considered non-polluted, so you haven't had the serum? Will travel be shut down for those who haven't had the serum? No. Are the 5G towers still being used for nefarious reasons? Yes. Is there going to be an input to that soon? Yes. After the solar flash, those are going to be shut down. And a lot of them have been shut down. It just feels like there are still some activated or still going. Okay, so now for the subject of New Earth 5D Ascension. Will we be raptured out of this earth within the next couple of years? Yes. If yes, will we go to the New Earth? It will, depending on the timeline, like was described before. Will Trump be serving his second term from aboard the ships? Will Trump be serving his next term from the ships? I'm not getting a clear answer on that. Maybe it's because maybe he won't be serving a second term. Will he be serving a second term? Very interesting. I almost feel like I heard in that one talk with the person Muggsy or whatever, she said something about how JFK Sr. actually could be the president right now. Is it true that JFK Sr. is president right now? It feels like they're trying to keep something a secret from me even. And it feels like there's more of a group than one individual person. So I think I can't really directly answer that right now. Will ships be involved in whoever's running our planet? Yes. Simulation, they just said, a simulation. Now, I felt into that before in prior Great Awakening videos, that we're in a simulation. So we're probably already on a ship, actually. Are we on a ship already? Yeah. Are we on a ship already? Yeah. It's a different kind of yes, though. It's like we're headed that way or something. Will the ship seem like Earth? Yeah, it'll seem like everything that we're used to already. Will the ships carry us to the Sirius galaxy? Yes. If yes, is it true it will take us over 4 years to get there? Will it take over 4 years to get to Sirius from here? Would it be faster than that? It would be faster. If we are all on ships, does that mean the RV and Nassara will happen on the ships? Yes. And I just saw the word glorious. It'll feel glorious, even more than it would have if we were on the regular Earth or whatever. If an Earth separation is happening, does one have to awake to move to 5D? Have to be awake to move to 5D. If an Earth separation is happening, does one have to be awake to move to the 5D? Yes. I think by that, but because there's awake enlightenment, but then there's awake, like knowing what's going on in our world. I think they do. And let's see.
but the awake part could happen almost simultaneously during the shift. So I feel like, yeah, so people can wake up like that, so keep that in mind. Will there be schools in the 5D? Yes. They said absolutely. Much better schools. Will companion animals in 5D still live with us in our houses? Yes. Or will they have lands that are reserved for them to be completely free? Yes, both. And we can go and visit them whenever we wish? Yes. Whatever we desire, they said. Will some members of our family ascend and others do not? Yeah. Of those ascending, are they there 1 minute and then gone the next? Yes. Will those that are not ascending die so that they return to source to reincarnate to a different 3D? Will those that are not ascending die? Well, there are those that are not ascending because they're going to go on that negative nefarious timeline. Some will die because it's in their contract to do so. And the ones that die, are they going to go back to source to reincarnate into the 3D? Something like that. Yeah, or 4D. And if yes, will that be before we ascend or after? Okay, so will that be before or after? Before or after? I feel like after or during, something like that. Has the dome been cracked? Has the dome been cracked? That's also kind of a weird yes. Maybe it's on its way to cracking. If yes, will this speed up our ascension? Again, like, yeah, in some ways. Okay, will our junk dormant strands of DNA be activated in 2022? Yes. Okay, financial. There's so many questions. Financial, will Americans get a monthly stipend or financial help in 2022? Yes. But it's going to be more like Nasara or Jasara is announced, and money is just, given to everybody. It's not going to be like a stipend. It makes me think of lack, like, oh, we get a little bit of financial help, we get a few, it's not going to be like that. It's going to feel very abundant. It's going to be like floodgates are open. It's not going to be like we have to depend on, oh, please, like, be little beggars. It's going to feel abundant, very abundant. Okay, if one has a retirement fund and decides to move to gold, silver, or cash out, will taxes still be taken out? I get a no. If one has a retirement fund and decides to move to, no. Well, don't let them be taken out. You put your foot down. Go to irszoom.com if you want to send the IRS a letter, which the IRS doesn't exist anymore, just in case you haven't been following me. There is no IRS. There's a treasury, and it's been absorbed into the treasury, but the treasury is all about like fulfilling Nasara Jasara rolling out. So they're not going to be taking anything from you. In fact, you're going to be getting things back. Okay. Will we publicly see gold go up in value this year? Yes. Is the revaluation going to happen by the end of summer? Yes. I heard recently that I specifically thought July, maybe early August, by the 3rd of August, it feels. I heard recently that eventually silver would be a 1-to-1 ratio with gold. Is that true? Yes, and above. Okay. 6. Will debt, I don't know why I'm saying numbers because will debt forgiveness happen for everyone before October 1st? Will debt forgiveness happen before October 1st? For most, yes. For those with metals being withheld because companies don't have the metals, will they eventually give us our metals? Yes, they will have to. It's like the law will make them, or common law even will make them. Okay, so under the category of med beds, with the uses of med beds, will we be able to live hundreds of years? Yes. Will med beds be repairing hormones and DNA to help men get back to being divine masculines? Yes, thank God. Will pet med beds reverse any damage? Yes.
Cure all diseases? Yes. Extend their lifespans? Yes. Will they give them, can they change the length of their fur? Can it change the length of their fur? In some cases, yes. Are med beds a way to get us codependent on AI? Are med beds a way that the negative AI are trying to get us dependent on them? That was the plan, but are they safe now? Yes. Okay. Animals, category of animals. Did negative ETs bring any animals to this planet? Yes. Did negative ET bring negative animals to this planet? Yeah. I don't know if they'd be called animals. Kind of implies that it was insects or organisms or bacteria, stuff like that. Not really animals. Behavior of animals has been affected though. Do all animals get to go to 5D? Yeah. Do all insects go to 5D? I think it's going to depend. No, I don't think so. But many of them, yes. Most of them even. Do animals have a soul? Yes. Do bugs have a soul? Yes. It's kind of like a little mini soul. I don't know what you'd call it. Consciousness. It has life force energy through it. Do animals bond through mating like humans? Some, yes. Is mating a spiritual experience for animals like it is for humans? It can be, absolutely, yes. But not in all cases. The ones where it's not the case, is it just instinct to drive to procreate? Yeah. Should pets like dogs get neutered or spayed? No. That surprises me. Should pets get neutered or spayed? No. I wonder how we would keep them from having too many babies. Let nature take its course is what I just got. Is doing so better for their health? Is it better for their health to be spayed or neutered? No. Wow, that's how interesting. Not surprising in one way, but another way, like what? Like how can we not be overpopulated because they're always having sex? Like how? But I guess they would have predators. Are we still gonna have predators in the new earth? Feels like agreements and contracts. It doesn't feel like a going after like a violent thing like it is now. Like I don't know how to explain it. So they're not. So animals. Well, animals. They just said never mind. So it's like they don't. I guess I don't need to get into that right now. Okay, so no, neutering and spaying is not necessarily a good thing. Not going forward. Okay. Are the sex rights outlined in the Anastasia and the Ringing? Oh, we're on relationships and sexuality. Did I just say that? Okay. Are the sex rights outlined in the Anastasia and the Ringing Cedars books the highest form of sex and reproduction for mankind? Close. Are they a higher dimensional form of sex? Again, it's not like a real clear yes or a certain kind of magic. It's more magic. Is it true when a man orgasms, a spirit is created or comes through that wants to be embodied in a new human? Not always, not in every case. If it's been contracted, yeah. If it's been agreed upon prior, yes. Is there a point where twin flames decide to stop challenging each other to grow and just decide to be together in a more relaxed soulmate style relationship? Yes. Yay. Okay, people. All right. Are Anthony Fauci and Mother Teresa related? Yes. Was Mother Teresa born a male? Yes. Are Bill Maher and Hugh Hefner related? Yes. Is Kathy Griffin really the son of Gloria Vanderbilt, brother of Anderson Cooper? Is Kathy Griffin the son of Gloria Vanderbilt? Is really the son of Gloria Vanderbilt? Yes. Brother of Anderson Cooper? Yes. Who supposedly died many years ago? Yes. Are Julian Assange and John Trump related? Yes. Is Tom Hanks and the Rockefeller or Rothschild line of the, oh my gosh, yes. Blah, I just felt like throwing up. Mark Zuckerberg's real name, is Mark Zuckerberg's real name Jacob Greenberg? Yes. Is he a Rockefeller? Yes. Harvey Francis Bernard is the founder of NESARA and author of Draining the Swamp. Did he know the depths of the ET war when writing it? Yes. He was channeling. Did he work? He was channeling. Did he work with JFK or the Good Alliance in secret? Yes. Did he actually die in 2005 from heart failure? Yes. Is he coming back to life? Is he going to be coming back to life? Not. It's like he wants to stay behind the scenes, so he might just be helping behind the scenes, like channel through somebody channeling him or something. It doesn't really feel like he wants to come back to the earth. Was JFK a descendant of Abraham Lincoln? Yes. One more page, guys. Are Elvis and Donald Trump related? Are Elvis and Donald Trump related? Are Elvis and Donald Trump? I don't feel, I don't get a no, but I don't get a yes. In some timelines, I just heard. What? In some timelines. Okay. Is Trump an incarnation of Lucifer? Yes. If yes, does he know? Yes. Okay. So, is he, okay. If he is an incarnation of Lucifer, I got that we all have a fragment of Lucifer in us. That's the ego. That's interesting. It's the negative AI. Well, there we go. We all have a little piece of Lucifer in us. Is King Arthur coming back? Yes. Ishmael Perez says that Elon Musk has turned dark side and joined AI by installing tech in his own body, and now is on a transhumanism agenda timeline. Is that true? Is Elon Musk, the real Elon Musk? I just heard dead. The real Elon Musk is dead. Is the clone on a negative timeline? No. So I guess that's answers that. Is Justin Bieber and his shingles a part of an act to help awaken people about the serums? Yes. Is he part of the nefarious agenda? No. It was. Is Saddam Hussein still alive? Yes. If yes, is he working with the White Hat Alliance? Yes. I gotta take a drink. Can you see why I wanted this in yes and no? Oh, okay. Can people alter or modify their timelines? Of course. Will there be marriage in the future? Will there be marriage in the future? Yes. If yes, will it be documented? No. Documented like having witnesses, but not documented like being a part of the system like it is now. A few sources have said Yeshua has reincarnated and is currently living in Australia as a 6-year-old boy. Is that true? Has Yeshua reincarnated as a 6-year-old boy in Australia? I actually get a yes. Interesting. Is that guy Q? Is he kind of seems to insinuate sometimes that he's Yeshua? Is that guy Q Yeshua? I get a yes also on that. So I wonder if, I think that Yeshua can be divided up. I feel like he can be in 100 places at once. When it comes to the coming of Christ, I feel like that's Christ consciousness coming to all of us. So I feel like the 6-year-old boy and even Q have it feels like they're more like high level ETs, higher dimensional beings embodied, that are very Christ-like. Okay. Do we need to stop digging around for truth so much? I feel like that's kind of a judgy question. I have always said that when you watch stuff, that you protect your energy and that you watch as the observer, because that transmutes everything that you're watching for the positive. Everybody is at a different level of their awakening. So some people are still trying to dig stuff up to until it, if we all know when we've reached the point of having enough. So it's going to be a totally independent thing. Like a lot of people don't want to look at it anymore. It's not that they're avoiding it. They're just like, okay, I know enough to know that we were in some serious shit. And now we need to like start rebuilding and changing everything and standing up for ourselves. So that's the point we're eventually all getting at, is that we start being proactive about becoming free, or, re-establishing that we are free. Are we pushing too hard and hurting ourselves by following truthers too much? Is it hurting us to those that follow the truth? Not if you're transmuting it like I'm talking about. If you are the observer watching you watch that, you are actually beneficially helping everything. Whatever you're watching, if you can watch it from the observer standpoint, meaning you're like standing or sitting behind you watching yourself watch the video, you'll transmute all the energy of all of it. Or if afterwards you pray about it, or if afterward, or if during it you are really detached from it, and you just gather certain tidbits of information, or dependent. Everybody can figure out a healthy way to do that if they decide to keep looking at it. If you're pushing too hard, then yeah, stop pushing so hard. Not everybody's pushing hard just because they're watching truthers. You know what I mean? Is there a lot of prejudice in the truther community? Yeah, a lot. Just like any community. Are we being traumatized from the information that we collect? Again, if not, if you are fixing it by transmuting it somehow through prayer, through blessings, through meditation on it, through being the observer of it rather than just being enthralled and watching it. Is the universe a self-creating library of stories we can participate in? I mean, what else would it be? I mean, that's kind of obvious, because we are creating stories. We are creators of our lives and of our experience, and we are manifestors, right? So library, in the sense of like, everybody's creating a story. Everybody who has an ego anyway is creating a story. So of course it would be self-created because we are creators. It would be a library because of all the stories we make up about it, and we're participating in it. So yeah, I mean, yeah, why wouldn't it be? Or what else would it be? But that's a different way of putting it, I guess. I don't know. Are dinosaurs living underneath the earth with the giants? Are dinosaurs living in the earth? Are dinosaurs still in existence? Some of them. Are they living in the earth with the giants? Yeah, some of them. Not all species. Or are they completely extinct due to an evolution or flood? No, not all of them are extinct. The harmful ones, it feels like, are gone. Will the election results of 2020 be overturned this year? Yes. Will we have a new election in 2022 without corruption? That is leaning toward yes, but I feel like some things might be different than we're expecting them to be. Is the story in the Bible of Adam and Eve true? Yes. Is the story in the Bible of Judas's betrayal of Jesus true? Yes. Will Trump run again for president? Yes. Or will he be anointed into a world rule for peace? Yes. Will he see a new Canadian federal election this year? Will we see a new Canadian federal election this year? Yes. Will there be a massive food shortage this summer in North America? Yes. Fuel shortages? Yeah. But it's all so that to usher in positive change. It's not to frighten everybody. It's just to point, again, this is about pointing out things to people so that they realize, that we've been dependent on China, and that we've been dependent on this, and this has been unhealthy and we haven't even recognized it. It's just bringing attention to it. That's all it's about. Will we see the white hat military publicly take over in June? Yes. Well, June. Feels like June. June, July, August. Nope, June.
Will we see the white hat military? Yeah. Will we hear about the good military takeover from MSM? Yeah, it'll be obvious. From the EBS? Yes. Does the shape of when's that going to happen? Oh, that's going to happen soon, right? Within weeks, within maybe even a couple weeks. Does the shape of the Earth resemble a toroidal field? Does the shape of the Earth resemble a toroidal field? Yes. Was Tartaria started by the Badu Anunnaki? No. Will we see new K-12 educational systems start in the fall of 2022? Will we see new K-12 educational systems start in the fall of 2022? Yes. There's a big planetary alignment June 24th, which is today, where 5 or 6 planets will all be in alignment. Is this a significant event in our awakening? Yes. It's I feel like some kind of causing momentum to happen, causing things to, like, blockages to get out of the way and things to start rolling. Was Yeshua crucified like the Bible says? Yes. If yes, did he rise from the dead? Yes. Or is this just deep state lies that were fed to us? No. Is the process on the tasa.americanstatenationals.org website the correct process to become an American state national? Yes, it is one way. Is app.statenational.us a good way to become a state national? Yes. Is americansinaction.info trustworthy? Yeah, leaning toward a yes. So are there some I guess members or staff that are not trustworthy? Yes. So I guess use your discernment. Is there more than one way to become a state national? Yes, many ways. They just said many ways. So is it necessary to do an affidavit of repudiation? I get a yes. If you want to be a non-citizen, yes. Okay, so it feels like even if even if it came down to it, when we do Nasara Jasara and have the funds revaluation and all that kind of stuff, if you go in there and will they give you an affidavit of repudiation to sign when you go in there? Possibly, yes. It's like can you do it without paperwork? I don't think so. I think we're all going to have to do it. It's just going to be a matter of, you just signing a bunch of paperwork when you go to get your foreign exchange and stuff like that. So, oh my gosh. All right. So I want to do a general blessing for everybody. So whatever you want to put your intention on, whatever you want to help, then as long as it's for the within everybody's free will and for the good of everybody involved, then it will amplify the energy. So go ahead and drop your shoulders and relax while I do my light language. Okay. Hashishena ampamba ana ike. Halahimpo homa on tate kensa. Shushu to tihe pim pam hama ana atai ike. Hala sanse shihena taiki. Son shihena taipina on. Okay, so the spirit just said for me to do a couple of love winks, to do 3 love winks. You guys would know what that is if you go to amysatori.com/ask Amy. It explains what those are. So 1, 2, 3. Mount Rushmore, and I'm going to pull 2 masculine cards with that. 2 masculine. If Mount Rushmore makes you think of the love of your life, then this message pertains to you. I honestly think someone's doing black magic on me or something. If you know how to fix that, could you please? I just feel blocked at every turn. It's aggravating. So I'm clearing the energy of anybody who has a true love, whose black magic is kind of plaguing them. We're going to just help that out as much as free will allows. Hi, man. Okay. Please give me the space I need to figure this out on my own so I can feel proud of myself. And I've been thinking of working with you on a passion project. Please come up with some ideas as well. So next we talk, we can share our ideas. It won't be too far off from now. Okay, so the second wink, complacency. That's an interesting wink. Complacency. So if complacency makes you think of your true love, then here's a message for you. I love how you think. You really inspire me. You're such a remarkable person, and I can't wait to have you at my right hand once you start acting like the person I know I'm meant to be as well. Once he or she starts acting like the person that they know they're meant to be. I miss you so much. My heart aches. I don't know what I would do without you in my life. Please don't go date anyone else. I know I seem to be taking my time, but I'm evolving faster than you may think. I'm going through somewhat of a financial crisis or restructuring right now and might be even changing jobs or careers. As soon as I feel stable, I'll reach out to you and see how you are. And the last one is treehouse. Haven't we got them before? Okay, so if a treehouse makes you think of your true love, your person says, just because I love being intimate with you doesn't mean I'm using you or being a player. It's just my most comfortable way of showing you my love for you without words. This is my my mini ghoster deck on my website. I just felt one of you asking. I feel unsafe, fragile, and vulnerable right now, totally out of my element. Please pray for my protection while I figure out my way through this illusion and into my power. I'm making plans for us behind the scenes I don't want you to know about yet. I'm setting us up for a bright, stable future, and I want to impress you the next time we talk. Okay, you guys, have yourselves a beautiful July. And again, if you have an inspiring story that you think would be good for me to share here on my channel to help others through this weird time, then please go to amysatori.com / I think it's stories, or you can just go to amysatori.com and click on share my story, and it'll give you all the information that you need to be able to do that. If you have a question, just click on Ask Amy on my website, and it'll tell you how to do that. Yeah, so have a great July, and we'll talk to you. I guess we'll do the next one of these in August, unless something comes up that I feel like I need to alert you guys to or talk to you about in the meantime. All right, bye.